What's up YouTube, this is Ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh! Asian, and today I'm going to be doing a video on a deck profile that is the deck that first started this channel. So basically it was the first video I ever posted on this channel. If you haven't guessed already, it's Nordics. This deck is extremely fun, and there's many ways to play it. There's like the Nordic Beast version, a chaos version, other versions. But yeah, in this version I don't play that much spells and traps. It's monster heavy. So yeah. Um, Also, this deck is the chaos variant. Just because like I think this has the most competitive factor of all of them. Just because like the Nordic Beast version, you have to have the hamster go off and some other stuff. I'll explain it in some other videos, like variants of decks, or I mean like the variants of Nordic decks. But once I get the cards for another version of this deck, I'll post it up. Also, like I'm missing two cards for the deck. It's this thing, Black Goat. So yeah, I'm missing two of them. So yeah. So of course you play Triple Venatus. I'm just gonna run through the cards and then I'll explain it. 2 Valkyrie, 3 Gofax, triple Joycener, 2 Tangrisnir, triple Turgide, 1 Torbus, double Chaos Orc, BLS, Honest, and Gores. So that's that. This is gonna be a really long video. That's why I'm doing this. And plus, I said that I'm gonna do the rest of my profiles, I guess. Let me get my extra deck out real quick. Okay. 2 Dress, 2 Duality, 2 Space, Book, Dark Hole, and Swords of Revealing Lights. I'll just explain this one right now. Swords of Revealing Light is just basically to stall for 3 turns. Because if you can stall for 3 turns and not summon a monster at all or something, Valkyrie would be really live if you have it, because 3 turns is a lot to get 2 Nordic cards to the hand. And then in the trap cards I also play some other stuff. 3 Gleipnir, triple Threatening Roar. This is what I was talking about. Buginord, Gungnir, and Bottomless. 9 trap cards. I think around 8 spell cards. So there's that. Extra deck, my 2 tokens. There's the Ghost token, and then there's my Nordic Beast token. I need to make 1 more of these, and then I need to make 2 Valkyrie tokens. But yeah, this is my sexy custom token. So yeah. So you play Double Odin, Thor, Scrap Dragon, Blackwing Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, HTS Simus, TG Hyper Librarian, Stardust Dragon, Allied Justice Catastor, Zenmains, and Nevier. So yeah, that's the cards, and now I'm gonna be explaining them. So let's start with the trap cards and up. So yeah. The reason I only run Bottomless in this build is just because like I think Bottomless is the most reliable card, just because it's the only scary thing in this deck is if they can get a monster bigger than Odin out, and if they do, you basically lose. But like Bottomless trap holes, alright. I would play Warning, but like the life points like are really important in this deck, just because like you run out of it really quickly just because of the setup time it takes to set up for the win. 1 Gungnir, basically what does is banish an AZ or Nordic and destroy and banish it, and then destroy a card, and then it's summoned to on its second stab by face. That's what it does. But you have to summon it in attack mode. Beginner, target an Aesir or Nordic and double its attack and defense, and it can attack or your opponent directly. Triple Threatening Roar. I choose to play Triple Roar when Swords of Revealing Lights just because, like, you need the time to set up, or, like, if you open bad, opening one of these, it's just like an Upstart Goblin just because, it buys you a turn and you gotta, do it, like, I mean, you gotta, like, chain it if it's face down. And it stalls you a turn if you want to protect your monsters, so Triple Threatening Roar is really amazing. Of course, you have Triple Gleipnir. Gleipnir is just the Rhoda for Nordic monsters. If they made it into a spell card, this deck would be a little bit better. I wouldn't say the deck would be broken or like extremely good if this was a spell card, but I just think it would be better. Like the new spell card, I think Nordics might get soon. So yeah, I already explained that. Of course, you have the staple cards. I play the only two dualities just because, like, you special summon a lot more than you would think in a Nordic deck. So, double duality is really important in this deck. Double dress. I choose to play dress over lands just because I can protect my Odin. If I dress it, he won't be destroyed by card effects. So, yeah. But, like, that's only if, I can, like, let's say, like, if, like, how do I explain this? Like, for Odin is a 4K beater, and if I land it, it's only gonna be unaffected by spells and traps. If I dress it, it could be prevented with monster effects too. So yeah, so that's why I play Gores, because you never usually have a trap card in the field, just because like trap cards are like really chainable in this deck. So if they destroy it, you probably can get it back. Honest, because Odin's a light and BLS is a light. My favorite play is if I open Honest and Odin. Somehow with Odin, like, there's many ways to do it. And then I Nordic Relic Beginner, and then I attack with Odin, Honest, Beginner, or I mean, attack, Beginner, Honest, that'd be 18 directly, and you win, so. It's really strong, if you ask me, because he can be unaffected by spells and traps once per turn, so. Yeah, double Chaos Sword, just because of the Chaos engine in this deck. You need him, so yeah. I was gonna drop one out for Life Pulsar Dragon, but I like Chaos Sorcerer a little bit better just because he can banish like any card, but yeah. Torbus and Triple Tour Guide. Just because it's a Chaos build, I play the Tour Guide engine. But like, I really like the Tour Guide engine just because of the rank 3 plays and the Black Rose plays you can do with the Tour Guide. If they only can, like, if you're playing against Bujins, they would only want to kill one of them at a time. Just because, like, if they ever get more than one on board, it would hurt them sometimes. So, yeah. And then you can just Black Roast the next turn. 2 Tangrisnir, he's really good in this deck if you're playing against like anything that doesn't overboard like Heraldic Rulers or Kurkuri. Like, if he dies by battle, you can summon 2 Nordic Peace tokens. That's what he's for. They're level 3, like, it's pretty good. The Black Goat, if he's in defense, goes to attack mode, you can special summon a Nordic Beast from your deck. And if something, a monster you would control would be destroyed, you can special summon him. So, he's really, decent. I wouldn't say he's, like, broken, I just like him, just because, like, of his spamming effect. Like, if you can get him out and the White Goat, they would most likely attack him and then into the white goat if they're playing. If they have 2 monsters, and then would leave you with 2 tokens to synchro to Thor or Odin, depending on the tuner you have, or any level 8. The 3 Golfax, like he's a Nordic beast, so you can summon off 10 Grisnir, and then go Black Rose plays. That's really broken in my opinion. 2 Valkyrie, she's really important in this build, just because like you can ditch light in the dark really easily. You can ditch any of your 3 Venatuses or your Golfaxes for chaos play. Like if you Valkyrie and then you discard a Vanatus and a Golfax and you have one of the chaos monsters in hand, you can always go BLS Odin, and most of the time that would be game. If you have some sort of protection or something like that. But that would leave 2 revives for Odin, and like you basically like if you have Odin now, there's like barely any way they can get it from you. Like when I had this deck the first time, the only problem with the deck was Monster Reborn, and now that Monster Reborn is banned, this deck is a little bit better. It's like 2 times better, just because of the ban of Monster Reborn. Because like Monster Reborn, if they destroyed my Odin, they can just Monster Reborn it, and if you played this deck, that's what you wanted to do. So yeah. So of course you have the tokens. So okay, Levier, just because you banish a lot this deck because it's a chaos build, that's why it's one of the 2 rank or XD monsters I play. Just because it's gonna be really important if like I go into a Turiide, then I can bring back Revival for Odin. Like if I can bring this back and then wait, like if this would die, I get an extra revive for Odin, and that's pretty good. So yeah, like you just want to keep on bringing back Odin until you win, just because that's what you do. So yeah. Of course you have one of his enemies, just because he buys you time and he can destroy cards. So yeah. Cataster and TG Hyper Librarian. Most people would not play TG Hyper Librarian. The only reason I play it is because Odin's a light and Allied Justice Cataster is a card. So I would always like TG Hyper Librarian if I could, and then kill their Allied Justice Cataster. Just because he's a dark, I play him. Any other reason I wouldn't. So yeah, Stardust Dragon, because Stardust. I would change it for the other Stardust thing. I forgot the name. They changed the name from what I'm used to. HGS Scythe, again, gets rid of problematic cards like Cataster or Scythe, or TG with Allied Justice. Ancient Fairy Dragon, I would side deck 3 the Nordic Lights, just because like if I can just sit on her, gain the life points, and just like break, like just add the card to my hand. Like if I can just sit on her and I'm playing against Gravekeepers, I can just keep on adding my Nordic Lights, destroying their Necro Valleys whenever I have the chance to, and I would be in a winning position because they barely have anything to search it. They have their commandants, but like that's about it. And then yeah. So yeah, and Black Rose, of course you play Black Rose. Colossal Fighter is really nutty. Black Moon Dragon is for Chainburn. Scrap Dragon, Thor. Basically, it takes a Nordic Beast Tuner and 2 more Nordic monsters, or you can use Valkyrie or Venatus for this. I get this thing and the other one mixed up. But you can negate all face-up monster effects your opponent controls until the end phase, and then if you were to be destroyed, you can play a Nordic Beast monster, and then special summon from your graveyard and inflict 800. He basically does the same thing, but you can activate this to have this card become unaffected by spells and trap cards. That's why I don't play Lance, because he's a built-in Lance. And then, of course, like if you were to be destroyed, you can banish a Nordic Ascendant to special summon him at the end phase and then draw a card. He's really broken. He's really nutty, just because of the fact that he can keep on coming back. Like, this is why I like this deck so much, just because of the revival ability of this deck. Like, the ability of this deck to just revive your most powerful cards is really strong. So yeah, but like the problem with these, like, so they're not broken, like really good, is like if you have an Odin or your Thor, it has to be a Nordic. They're Nordic. Like, this needs Ascendant, and then Loki needs of the Nordic Alpha, I think, and then Thor has Nordic Beasts. Like, if let's say like Odin, right? You have to banish the tuner version of the card. You can't banish like anything that's not a tuner. Same thing with Thor and Loki. Like, yeah, so like they have their restrictions because they have to come back to at the end phase. So yeah, that's my deck. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up, or this video thumbs up. And yeah, if you guys want any more different deck profiles, I probably have 2, 3, or 4 more builds of the deck. It's probably around 4 builds. One of them based around Loki, the one I don't play in this build. And then there's the fun build, and then I have my other 2 builds that would be alright to play, but this is one of my favorite builds. So yeah, if you guys want to know the builds, I can just post it up, another video or something like that. So yeah, this is Ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh! Agent signing off. Peace out, YouTube.